Sound, a group of vibrant.
From the beginner to the professional, from the novice to the master, from playing and experimenting things to create a masterpiece. These are all the elements of art, and the art on this show is sound. Hi, I'm LV Smith, host of the show Sounds Within. It's been too long, folks, but I'm going to get cat scratch fever, whatever. I'm going nuts, but it's so good to be back, and I can't think of a better way to have it than have a close friend who is also a very talented artist, a multi-instrumentalist. My bud from the north side of Cali, Brian Skinner. How are you, bud?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing, man, much better now that I have some good company to
yeah.
share with our audience company. It is great to be back. We're going to change things up because, hey, I can't bug you with the three crazy questions, but I hear you are.
You can lay them on me.
Nah, you have too much to offer. And I understand you're a songwriter.
I am a songwriter.
I know you're a monster bassist and killer guitarist, but you're also a songwriter too, huh?
I try to write every day, every dag burn day.
Well, I'm trying to do my best to play every day, burn day. So eventually I'll learn to write. One step, but that's awful complicated to do that. What does it take to be a songwriter?
To be a songwriter takes listening and takes all your senses, basically, and being able to hold a pen or type the keyboard. There's no secret and there's no rules, which is the big one. There's no rules. And that's what normally people, they say, oh, I don't write or I can't write because of rules. So the only rule is there's no rules.
I guess the other rule is you got to write every day, burn day.
The more you write, the better you'll get. The more you write junk, it's like when you first start playing catch, you get hit in the face a few times. Pretty soon you don't get hit in the face anymore, unless they like throw it really hard. Tie on your shoe. I think I told you that recently that if I spin you around and blindfold you and put on heavy metal music, you'll still be able to tie your shoe because you've done it so many times. And you'll be able to, the same thing with songwriting. The more that you do, the better that you get. And it becomes easier to put thoughts together and put them into a form of some kind.
Wonderful. How do you get started into songwriting?
Best way to get started, I started a guy, he's a security guard out in Martinez, security guard at a high school. And he's in a high school that's kind of rough. No, it's Pittsburgh, I'm sorry. And he's lost a lot of his kids that he sees walk by. Lost them even after they've graduated. He's lost them to all different types of things. And I said, have you ever write? And he says, no, I never really write. And so the next time I saw him, I brought him a notebook and a pen. And I said, this is for writing. And it's just writing anything that you want to write. And the hard thing is, and for guys, especially for some reason, we have a hard time just sitting down and writing because it might show some sensitive side or something. No, you can write whatever you want. No, everybody doesn't get to see everything that I write. It's not for everybody. But once I grab the pen and the paper, now I get to go into here. And if I feel like it, or I can stay out here, either way, I get to control what's going on. And the secret is just start writing.
Okay. Give us a simple example how to begin writing.
Simple example how to begin writing. If you're a rhyming person, I'm a rhyming person. Everything has to rhyme. Everybody keeps saying don't rhyme. Try to get away from rhyming. I'm like, okay, well, tell that to all the great songwriters in the world. But simple, let's use the word simple. What's it rhyme with? Pimple, dimple. She was so cute with those little dimples, and she had that pimple, and it was simple. I fell in love. Let's just say that's your boom. That just came out. And it came out because it's like I do it a lot. That came out. You could go a lot more. I just wrote about what we just said. And most of the time, that's kind of where I get my prompts is from conversations and that type of thing. I'm gonna write a theme song for your show. And
Ooh.
that'll be fun.
Oh,
But
I'm holding on to it. Let's hear a song from you. Let's hear a song from you.
okay. Well, what would you like for me to play?
I give it to my guest.
I'm gonna play a crazy song that came out of me when I was watching the news. People were
What?
getting caught standing up in the middle of Zoom meetings, and they were talking about it on the news, and so that caused me to write this song.
Oh, wow. So what's the title?
Zoomin'.
Zoom in. Okay, folks, let's hear Brian Skinner doing zooming.
I got caught not wearing pants on Zoom. Attended that morning meeting from my bedroom. Early in the morning, whole office staff was there. I buttoned up my shirt and tie, even did my hair. Working from home, y'all done it, let's be fair. Meetings are a whole lot better. Zooming in your underwear, zooming in your underwear, zooming in your underwear. Meetings are a whole lot better when you're zooming like you just don't care. So take those pants off, throw them out. Your newfound freedom make you scream and shout. Meetings are a whole lot better when you're zooming in your underwear. I was looking as professional as can be. Didn't know that the meeting would last till 3. 13 cups of coffee, they were working on me. Round 11 o'clock, had to get up, and go wee-wee. Wasn't a mistake, no, it wasn't a dare. Meetings are a whole lot better when you're zooming in your underwear. Zooming in your underwear. Zooming in your underwear. Meetings are a whole lot better when you're zooming like you just don't care. So take those pants off, throw them out. Your newfound freedom make you scream and shout. Meetings are a whole lot better when you're zooming in your underwear. There ain't no human resources when you're working from home. I felt like I was safe in my bedroom alone. Working from a kingdom where I'm on the throne. I do as I do, like when I'm in Rome. My backside? They shouldn't have been looking there. You know why? Meetings are a whole lot better. Zooming in your underwear, zooming in your underwear, zooming in your underwear. Meetings are a whole lot better when you're zooming like you just don't care. So take those pants off, throw them out. Your newfound freedom make you scream and shout. Meetings are a whole lot better when you're zooming in your underwear. I said meetings are a whole lot better when you're zooming, when you're zooming, zooming in your underwear.
Hey, it's Amin L. And Thursday night is live with Jeff Hodge. Come on down and check him out.
Wow. Zoom in. Oh, man, you bold, man. I mean, geez, that could really.
You want me to stand up?
Yeah. Let's see your underwear.
I'm actually wearing shorts.
Ah, boo.
I'll be doing a video though, so I want everybody in their underwear when I'm doing the video. We'll bring Kevin in, do the video, everybody.
Kevin is our techie. Okay. On the serious side, you are pretty much accomplished songwriter. And when we say accomplished, we're not talking about people read worldwide, not yet, but hey, to be able to write songs instantaneously, regularly, that is a big thing and really could help the world a lot if we just turn to some writing.
Truth. It's probably songwriting probably saved my life. I believe that.
Wow. Well, let's get into back. You were talking about how to start writing, let's say, the lyrics. But some of us want to be musicians. I'm definitely want to be a musician. I'm sure my bud Kevin is too. How do you integrate the music in with the lyrics?
Plagiarize to start
Oops.
with. No, you have to, because there's very little music out there that hasn't already been written. And so you pretty much, the easiest way to start, I tell everybody, if you're going to start adding music to songwriting, you don't have to go put it out there on an album, but take somebody's song and rewrite the lyrics to that song. That's a quick and easy way to say, okay, I can rewrite lyrics, then I can write lyrics. Not just that, but you take your lyrics. A lot of times I'll hear a song on the radio and I'll hear the chorus and then I'll adjust the chorus to fit my song, but I'll steal the chorus completely as far as the chords are concerned. For instance, that song right there, Zooming in Your Underwear, is just a basic country song. Those chords are played 100 million times and that kind of thing. As far as chords are concerned, a lot of stuff that I hear, I listen to a lot of music, and so I try to incorporate it all together. But if you're a beginning guitar player, I always tell everybody play one chord. If it's going to be a depressing song, play a minor chord. If it's an exciting song, play a major chord. So that's two chords, but you could play A minor or A, let's just say, and just play the one chord and then start singing to that one chord, however you want to sing. The once again, it's really easy. If I say there's rules, you have to do it like this, so that makes it easy. The hard part about songwriting is there is no rules. So when you say what's the best way to put a melody on it, just sing a melody, any melody you want. Roses are red, violets are blue. You can put a melody to that just by singing something, anything. And most of it has to be something that we've stolen from somebody somewhere over time, unless you're really creative and come up with something new that nobody's heard before. And that's like, okay, that's cool. But plagiarize. And I know that's a terrible word, but
Yeah,
it's true. We we all plagiarize every day. So when you're playing music, you're playing something somebody's already played. So there you go. You just got to be careful how many notes that you string in a row, because you know that's where you get in trouble.
Yeah, we have that problem at times.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Wow. And so it kind of goes like you were saying about playing an instrument every dad burn day, along with writing every dad burn day. So eventually you're able to put together music and lyrics every dad burn day.
Eventually it comes together. And I tell everybody, start simple. Even if you're an accomplished, great guitar player, but you don't write lyrics and you start writing lyrics, go back to 3-chord songs, C, F, and G, D, A, G. Pick the 3 chords and go back to those. Go back to your basic songs and start there, because you can always add stuff to them. You can add all the stuff that the great guitar players play to a simple song and make it better. And a lot of times what I do is I have folks that I know play better than me, and I'll say, listen to this, give me ideas, and get ideas for different ways to play different things. And that is a big one too, which will bring us into co-writing at some point. But that's how I do it. As far as melodies are concerned, it's the same thing. Melodies and chords are pretty much hand in hand. You have all the 7 notes in a chord, the do re mi fa sol la ti do, 7, 11, I don't know, forgot to count them, 11, maybe there's 10, I don't know how many there are. You count them for yourself. And then you can also buy dice that have the 7-sided dice with numbers on them in your or A, and whatever numbers you see, you pick them out, and that's your melody. 1 3 1 1 1 4 5 2 7, and that can be your melody. Or you can pick them out of a paper bag. There's several different ways if you just don't know what the melody is going to be. Most of my melodies are country oriented, so you've heard it a million times, clear back to who knows who on the back of a horse. But that is the birth of a song, I believe.
Wow, that is so deep. Let's hear a song. What were you going to offer us?
Oh boy, let's see here. How about, if anybody out there cooks, we'll do a song called Cooking in the Kitchen.
Hey, that sounds great. Let's hear Brian Skinner offer us Cooking in the Kitchen. For those of us who don't cook or don't want to cook, he may just want to encourage us. Take it away, Brian, with cooking.
Cooking in the kitchen with flair. I'm not Yan, I can't cook. I'm trying to make his chicken from his recipe book. Not sure what I need or if it's even here. That's all right, man, I'll soak it in beer. Julia Childs made me smile, didn't teach me a thing. I'll add a bunch of hot sauce, give it some fling. If I only had a timer, that'd be good. I've cooked it so long, it's as dry as balsa wood. Cooking in the kitchen with flair. Reached into the cabinet and grabbed a can of Nair. What the heck was it doing there? My chicken legs are smooth and bare. Cooking in the kitchen with flair. That's what I'm doing, cooking. And trying to remember the words. So I'm going to the last verse. Here we go. Ready? I watched Rachel Ray. I watched her all day. She's so darn cute. Didn't hear a word she had to say. I dumped a bunch of EVOO, hoping for some yummo. This when the flame shot up. Where'd my eyebrows and nose hair go? Cooking in the kitchen with flair. Reached into the cabinet and grabbed a can of Nair. What the heck was it doing there? My chicken legs are smooth and bare. Cooking in the kitchen with flair. I should open up a restaurant, call it We Don't Care. No shoes, no shirt, man, that's all right. You can still eat there. What's the special? Try the chicken if you dare. Cooking in the kitchen with flair. Reached into the cabinet and grabbed a can of Nair. What the heck was it doing there? My chicken legs are smooth and bare. Cooking in the kitchen with flair. Well, I'm cooking in the kitchen with flair. Well, I'm cooking in the kitchen with flair. Lord, cooking in with flair.
Yes, you are.
After 15 years of smoking, Eva Marie quit. There's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Oh, man. Cooking in the kitchen. Cooking in the kitchen. Man, what prompted you to write that?
I was playing in Livermore 3 or 4 years ago, and I just put out a post that said, hey, I'm playing down here. I think I was playing at the Square. I'm playing at the Square, and if you come out, it'd be great to see you. And somebody said, I'd love to come out, but I'm going to be cooking in the kitchen with flair today. And I was like, cooking in the kitchen with flair? And to me, when I heard that, I was like, that's half a song right there, cooking in the kitchen with flair. And then it's as fast as I could write, cooking in the kitchen with flair, reached up and grabbed a can of Nair, because it's like, well, that's not supposed to be there. Would be a great next line. That's not supposed to be there. But what the heck was it doing there? Now my chicken legs are smooth and bare came out, and it just came out as fast as I could write. And as a song prompt, most song prompts, I get a lot of song prompts from Facebook posts, just reading Facebook posts. A friend of mine, she was on her way to a place called Mozambique's, which I think is down by you. And she stopped by the beach with her pumps, and her pumps almost got washed into the ocean. And so she said, my pumps almost got washed into the ocean on my way to Mozambique's. And I was, boom, song prompt. I always bring an extra set of pumps to the ocean on my way to Mozambique's. And so I started writing that song. There's been a ton. It's watching the news brought me to zooming in your underwear, watching people were getting caught standing up, going to their printer and stuff, that kind of thing. And then, reading Facebook posts, what I've done is I've trained myself to start reading in such a way that, can I turn this into some type of something that would make somebody laugh or cry or, I don't know, get mad? And I write a lot of crazy songs trying to make people laugh. And that's one thing that I've really put a lot of energy into. I think we need that. And I write serious songs also, but I wrote a very serious song sitting at Denny's in the middle of the night, listening to a conversation behind me. And I just started taking notes on what I was listening. I know it's a little rude, but it should be a co-write from what I heard. But I heard a conversation that was really hard to hear. And I wrote everything that I heard down. And I wrote a song from that.
Wow. That is deep. I also see you were mentioning earlier about plagiarizing, and I'm going to pull a room raider alert. I see a bunch of nice albums in your background, so I guess you so I guess you do a lot of prompting from there.
I do a lot of listening. I get a lot of musical ideas from there. This is my brother passed away a few years ago, and this is a portion of his big old honking collection that he had. And it's some of my favorite music. That a lot of it is music that I remember him playing when I was young, and it's really cool stuff. I was listening to a whole bunch of Fats Domino the other day, and I'm like, Fats Domino is so cool. Some of the stuff that he's got and how he writes, he just tells a story, just says it, boom. And it's just out there. And so it's if you listen to folks and how they write and what they say and how they say it, musically, like performers, you can really glean a lot of how they go about doing what they're doing. Same thing with conversation, though. We can write 30 songs from the conversation that we have right here today if you take and tell a story about what we said.
Obviously. Now, what do you think people should do besides Facebook and plagiarizing should do to get other prompts for writing a song?
I think you have to use your senses. I mean, that's all we have to gather information is our senses. And most of my prompts come from seeing and listening and which is seeing. I mean, my sight and whatever. I what I see and what I hear and what I read, I try to turn into something. There's what you smell. I mean, if you look at songs about smell, that smell, can't you smell that smell that surrounds you? It's all about smell. A guy wrote a song. Who knows what he was smelling? I'm sure it's in the song. I forgot how the words go.
That's another age rating there.
Exactly.
But that's all right.
But then the other one is like, I hear you talking, and it's all, but you can't, or hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Oh, yeah. So you're talking about hearing things. Those aren't my songs. Those are somebody else's songs. I take no credit for those. But but those are, somebody was knocking and they can't come in, and there you go. Boom. That guy wrote that song.
I love that song. Oh, Little Richard, rest his soul. Yeah. Well, we have this demon called time, and what are your words of wisdom for the future songwriters?
Right. Get a piece of paper and a pen and write down whatever is coming out of your head. It does not matter whether it makes sense. It doesn't matter whether it rhymes. It doesn't matter whether it's poetic or deep or shallow. Write something down. Write down. I'm trying to write something down. If that's what you write down, I'm trying to write something down. I'm trying to write something down. I'm trying to write something down. Hey, look what I found. I've written something down. Boom. There you got a song right there.
Right there.
Boom.
Great. How can our audience get in contact with you? Because you offer so much knowledge here, so they need to get in contact with you.
Email Fender Pro Bass 1964, all one word. I've got a YouTube channel that is up and coming slowly. TikTok. I've got a TikToker, whatever they call it. What are the kids calling it nowadays? TikTok. And Facebook, Brian Skinner Music Facebook page. I love to hear from people. I love to encourage people to write. I love doing that. I've encouraged several people to write, and we have a great time talking and writing a lot together now. And there you go.
Eventually I will. Okay, thanks again, Brian, for being a guest on Sounds Within. What are you going to take us out with?
You got to write every dagburn day to start with first.
Right.
But the song that I'm going to play for you is called, and I just went ahead and gave that pause right there so maybe somebody could start writing, but it's called Ain't for Sissies. Basically, it's a co-write between my father-in-law, who's 91, and I. I followed him around for 2 weeks and listened to what he had to say, and here's what came out of it.
Love it, folks. You come back, Brian. I'll
do it.
Okay, Ain't for Sissies with Brian Skinner. See you soon on Sounds Within, folks. Peace.
Ain't going into all the nasty details. As I age, body functions become frail. Some they clog up with the thought of cheese, then leak air every time I sneeze. Certain parts leak and it won't stop running. Spots appear after an hour of sunning. Joints all hurt, I ain't gonna lie. My vision's getting blurry, not just in one eye. My nose it runs and my feet they smell. Getting old ain't for sissies, it's a living hell. Well, I used to not be grumpy, now I'm hecka stinky. Yo, young suckers, getting old ain't for sissies. Dentures fall out every time I chew. Eyes bloodshot, they used to be blue. I like good music, just not very loud. Somebody explain what the heck is the cloud? Back in the day, could chug a bottle of wine. Now when I do, wind up on my behind. Walking now seems like one controlled fall. Used to do tequila shots, now it's Geritol. Used to not be grumpy, now I'm hecka stinky. I say, yo, young suckers, getting old ain't for sissies. Used to not be grumpy, now I'm hecka stinky. Say, yo, young suckers, getting old ain't for sissies.